All right. I'm going to, in respect to everybody's time, ask all three of you. We're going to go around the table here, and we're off of insights and predictions. We want to talk about how we can prepare the people listening on this call for upcoming market challenges. Or changes. So if you are going to share one best practice from your experience in direct selling that you want people to remember as they leave today's call, I would like you to share that across the room today so that everybody can leave better educated and prepared for the future. Christina, how about I put you on the...
I think I would say don't make assumptions about your field, ask some questions, and then be ready to iterate as technology is used and you find out that the things you thought they wanted or how they wanted it aren't right. And so the brilliant thing about having a unified technology product in your toolbox when that's the case is that you can have analysis that feeds back into the system that allows you to make that change really quick. And so hearing what your field has to say and internalizing it and being able to respond quickly is probably one of your best practices in the world.
I love that concept. I don't think we emphasize that enough today. The ability to iterate, right, on what you learn and to do it in an agile fashion, as our programming friends would tell us. John, what about you, sir? What best practice are you going to give as your parting shot today?
This is tough. Just one, and you could tell I'm pretty tired.
Yes, I know, John.
Yeah, you've really set me up here for a loss. Okay, so I'm going to tell you because she's on the call as well. I'm going to tell you to go low. Lo Myrick has worked with me for a long time. And she's been instrumental in getting me to understand how technology services the end user. And so we call her Lo. That's her nickname. Her actual name's Lauren. She's going to hate me for saying that. But I think of it as listen and observe. And that's something we don't do. The world doesn't, especially technology. I know it feels like it's moving 1,000 miles a minute, but listen and observe. It's actually not moving that fast. So listen to your field, observe how they're using your technology, and that will help you, believe it or not, anticipate and better prepare. What we tend to do is we think we're going to miss the boat, and so we launch and run. And so I think it's best to just understand that technology feels like it's moving quickly, but it isn't really moving that fast. So listen, observe, and deliver better solutions to your field, like something like this, that will have a greater benefit for you in the long run.
See, both you and Christina have worked inside of direct selling companies, and we always sit inside that company and think we know what's best for the field. And both of you just gave great advice to everybody on this call, whether you're inside or outside of a company.
Right.
Mr. O'Mara, that leaves you for our ultimate best practice you want to share.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm going to agree with Christina and John, of course, without a doubt. And as they're going through and talking and stuff, and I haven't been on the inside. I've only been on the vendor side of things, and one of the things that I guess one of the best practices is really challenge your vendors. Challenge your vendors tremendously. There's so much information out there. Your vendors should be able to really come back to you and tell you, like, how impactful is this technology? So, I'm not saying Rallyware is the best at this. We're pretty good at it, but, we're still challenged by our customers. But I just say really, 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 really challenge your vendors and really, I guess, put us on the spot to prove value. That's one of the things one of the best practices I would leave after Christina and John. Excellent best practices.
That's very good, Dan. And I would say, I know there's a number of vendors listening on this too, and people out there inside of companies, those can sometimes be your best allies. They may not have sat on your side of the desk, but they have dealt with a lot more situations with a lot more companies than we have had to inside of a single company. So I'll give you my parting shot, and that would be nothing more than simplify, right? And I think that's really the essence of John talking about Uber, Christina saying iterate, us saying this centralized, one-stop shop. It's just how simple can we make it so they will want to come and want to stay.